It's your boy, Black Freckle.
And I, Rebel.
I kind of did it with like a country accent, man. I just got back from Texas.
And this is indeed
The Raw Hype.
And we definitely would like for y'all to know that we back for another week of that thing. I loop-de-loop your ass.
I was thinking of different ways I was going to say it and shit. This motherfucker said, back for another week of that thing.
Loop-de-loop. No, what I was going to say is, please Raw Hype responsibly.
Oh, I know, man.
Please Raw Hype responsibly.
Sure. Bruh, I'm so tired, man.
Listen, go ahead.
So I left, Tuesday, and I went to Texas, right? I ain't land till midnight and shit. So I already didn't sleep. Every time I go to Texas, some shit happen where I end up sleeping on the floor and shit. Like my brother got a big ass house, my sister got a big ass house, and then I get there and it's always a technical difficulty on the bed and shit. I'm like, well, y'all niggas come to Florida, y'all sleep in beds, y'all in the pool, y'all living good. I come out here, these motherfuckers sleep me on the floor.
There's technical difficulties with the bed.
No bullshit, bro. Man, my knees didn't got so bad. But yeah, man. So
why does she hate you so much, man?
Man, I do not know, bro. I bought her a tablet when I was in Texas at the end of last year, bro. She had this tablet for so long. She was on this tablet 24/7, man. She just threw that bitch out the balcony when I was there. Just broke the fuck out that motherfucker.
Well, who bought this? Him? Fuck this shit, man. I ain't never gave a damn about it.
She mean to me, man, for no reason, bro. She mean as fuck to me. She bad, man.
I'm gonna let you finish your story, but like something like that, I think really, man, is in the DNA. Like it's in the makeup of the DNA. And here's what I mean when I say that. Not to sound like how it may sound, but you know, I never really gave too much of a large amount of fuck about old boy in my house, right?
Oh, here we go.
The way Adri don't fuck with him is straight out of my book. Like, I always fuck with him on the humanitarian sense.
Oh boy.
You'll have fun.
Right.
You'll have whatever you need.
Right.
You'll have someone to talk to you.
Right.
All that stuff.
That's how I feel about holidays. Like, I don't want nothing to do with Christmas. I don't want nothing to do with Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. But if my loved ones put it on me, I won't ruin it. I won't be like, if my shoulder say, hey, I want to go out on Valentine's. I'm not going to like go out on Valentine's and be like, man, fuck this shit, man.
Come on, man.
Nah, I'm
a fully participate. Right. And that's me in his life.
And people act like you can't be both. I don't like that.
I know I can be both.
Yeah, I can be both.
It's why I'm both.
Yeah, agreed.
You know?
Yeah, completely agreed.
No, but like the way she don't fuck with him, man, is really like how I don't really fuck with him. Like she love him in the sense of that's her brother,
right?
But she like don't fuck with him in the sense of just some of the dumb shit he be doing with her. Like the same reason I don't like him. Like he has fuck nigga tendencies, which I know for sure came from his dad. So just like how her genes is made to not really fuck with him, his genes is made to not be fuck-wittable.
Oh, my Lord.
Continue your story.
I don't have no comments on this.
I don't like how shit sound the way it sounds, but I'm just saying, that to answer you that. Oh, my point with that is, she might have whatever little bit that your brother don't fuck with you, or didn't fuck with you, that came out in her.
No, we have like a good relationship. But it's like...
But there was a time y'all didn't have a good relationship.
No, I'm talking about me and my little niece.
Oh, okay.
We have a good relationship, but it's like she gets off on fucking
I was just about to say, is that playful type?
Exactly.
I love you, but I'm going to act like I hate you because I love how you act, trying to make me like you.
Exactly.
Because I do like it. Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she out of control, man. She out of control, bro. Like you could just be sitting there on the couch and she just kicking and punching and she'll just walk up to you like, I'm about to hit you in the face. And I'm like, why though? Why do you act like this?
Man, I was looking at your face and I was like, just punch that shit.
And she one of them kids to be active as fuck and then you look over and she be dead ass asleep. It's like you been running around and shit. Then you look over, and she be sleeping. And then it's like, man, I hope you stay asleep. But she wake up and just turn the fuck up, bro.
Why y'all niggas ain't wake me? For what? So I can beat one of y'all ass.
She had like a brownie on the table, a Pop-Tart on the table, and then people start complaining about it. They was like, you had this Pop-Tart out, you got this brownie out. And then she walk over there like she gonna clean up shit. She just walk over there, and then she just grab a little piece of brownie and just eat it. And then walk away like, nigga, I'll eat that. And I'm like, man, you so mean and shit for no motherfucking reason. But man, I had some fun times out in Texas, man. But I be on some tired shit because like I said, the bed situation was fucked. And then I got there midnight the day I left, and then I left today at like shit. My flight was at 6 a.m. or something, so I had to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning, bro, to catch that motherfucker.
Man, you see, when I woke up finally about almost 10 or something, I said, "Hey, safe travels." It's like, my nigga, I already
I'm
done
back.
traveled, leave,
Exactly.
and reach. I was like,
No
oh shit.
bullshit, nigga. Like my brother be talking about how me and my daughter, we be like, we don't be late, but we be like the last one. So it's like this time when we was going, it was like we got there, we went all the way through. We're like, we couldn't close. But then when we got there, we were just getting on as the last zone. We got right behind them. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how we always be. So today, my brother had us there early as fuck. Me and my daughter, we sleepy as a motherfucker. So we sit in the airport for like an hour. Like, man, this is why I don't like being early.
I don't like the wait.
Like, no bullshit. I'm like, man, this shit terrible, man.
I don't like the wait.
I
for
feel
shit.
so fucking exhausted because of the whole trip, man.
That's what I'm saying. And then not only that, you drive.
Hell yeah. Then I had to drive all the way over there. Yeah, we landed in the
I was like, man, you fucking planes, trains, and automobiles right
yeah, and I gotta go the fuck home.
Yeah. So you already pre-tired.
Yes, bro. I'm tired as fuck, bro. Like, no bullshit, man. Like, it was crazy until I went to a high school football game of my school that I graduated from. That was interesting. They got the doors blown off of them, but it was a playoff game at least.
They got their ass whipped.
Yeah, I left them. I said, man, I'm a Jaguars fan, nigga. We losing at halftime. We go home. I left. I was like, I'm out.
We know
man.
ain't no coming back.
No, but it was 40 degrees out in that motherfucker too. Like, no bullshit. I was like, man, I'm not finna sit out here with y'all. They out of Chick-fil-A sandwiches and shit.
$60 Chick-fil-A
Like,
sandwiches.
no, but them niggas was selling Chick-fil-A sandwiches by themselves for $6, bro.
Oh, blame them,
$6 cash.
I always said somebody need to sell Chick-fil-A.
You
on
have always said this.
somebody, a little kiosk or some shit.
Yeah, you
sell
get shut
Chick-fil-A
down
up.
so quick.
Come on, man. Shit.
Call it something else, but the hood know it's Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Chicken on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly. Chicken on
Who
Sunday.
don't sell chicken
Filet.
on Sunday?
Nigga that put some words in the middle.
Chicken on Sunday. Filet. Oh, what kind of food y'all got? Man, nigga, you know what it is.
Exactly.
Read the sign.
Exactly. We don't make me say it. Shit.
I'll get copyrighted if I say it.
Shit.
You say it and I'll tell you if you're right. Is
Goddamn.
this Chick-fil-A? Shh, nigga, shh.
Nigga said you said it like when nigga be doing them scam calls and shit. Tell me your social. How about you say it, nigga? I'll tell you if it's right, goddamn man.
Clearly, the only reason people are still able to scam is because people are still being scammed. But some of them shits is like, hey guys, you gotta switch up your routine,
yeah, it's
man.
hard
Like,
to scam me. Motherfucker been trying to get my PayPal through an email address that I don't even use as PayPal and shit. They're like, your PayPal password need resetting. I'm like, this is my other email, and I don't even use this one for PayPal. You know,
I was looking to see if I have one because one of them, they sent me an email the other day. I think it was Facebook, and it was like, "Oh man, I didn't know you logged in from your Facebook from here." I was like, "Yeah,
that's
nigga, because I didn't."
professional.
I was like, "Yeah, I didn't." And it's like, man,
You can't get me on the phone. Shit, I was in Texas. My cousin called me, and I finally called her back or whatever. And when she said, answer the damn phone. And I said, my phone does not ring when people call me.
don't ring.
No bullshit. My phone don't ring when you call me.
That's why we say you ain't catching me on no phone. And then now, you know, the phone now says a scam likely. I gave you
Right.
likely or most
Right.
likely,
Yeah.
nigga. I ain't answering
No
neither one of
bullshit.
them
Your
niggas.
number could be saved. I might not look down at it. But honestly, it's because I don't want to be unprovokedly called. I never do.
From school, I was one of them niggas that when the bell ring, I didn't move. It's why I'm rebellious, man, because I just don't like what people expect of me. Like,
No.
don't expect shit of me.
Yeah.
And when a motherfucker texts you, they expect you to hear the text, see the
Yeah.
text, and respond to the text. It's like,
Immediately.
I'm not in the mood.
Yep.
Man, what it was the other day, somebody texted me, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't see it. It's like, damn, how you didn't see it? I said, look, my lady and my nigga Hype and my father, like my family group chat, are the only three people that has a notification that come across my phone.
straight up. That's
Any
how mine is.
no fucking, I don't got no Facebook, no Twitter.
Nope.
Nobody notifies me or nothing.
I don't wanna
I
talk.
go see what it is
Yep.
when I go over
I'll
there.
go check that motherfucker. No bullshit.
Don't summon me, man. Like I said, the bell ring and everybody's scattered. That's
Yeah,
like,
see,
man,
mine
fuck
different from
fuck
yours.
that.
Mine is that I have the three people, which is you, my shorty, and my daughter, is that they can contact me when my phone is on Do Not Disturb. So that way I ain't got to do every notification. But my phone is always on Do Not Disturb. Literally, it's always on Do Not Disturb. Both of my phones on Do Not Disturb right now if you pick them up. I guarantee you.
Don't disturb me, man.
I don't want to be disturbed. Here, the definition is I couldn't resist it. Is there a time I ever want to be disturbed? No.
But that's why.
That bitch be like, do you want to turn it on for 1 hour? I'm like, no, I just want that motherfucker to be on. I just hit on by itself, not 1 hour, not till bedtime, not till the morning, just on.
I recently
till I turn that motherfucker on.
I updated my watch, and now my watch sends me messages, like it reads the messages and shit to me whenever something comes. So it'll be like, Telegram in what's the fucking room name? I know the name when she say the shit. What does it mean? The Sports Source NFC by Tweed 31785 said. And I was like, hey, bitch, don't ever do that.
I don't want none of that.
That motherfucker read the whole message. I was like, nah. And then, of course, in the chat room, it'd be 4 or 5 different messages ring off. But it's because you said something. And then it would say what you said, and then the motherfucker after you, and the motherfucker after. I took that bitch the fuck off. Like, hey.
The only shit I like is when my iPhone give me a notification that my Apple Watch is fully charged.
Yeah,
I like that.
But it's not. It's just a look. It comes up quick on the phone and it's gone. Yeah, it ain't no ding. It ain't none of that shit. Don't summon me, man. That's all I'm basically trying to say.
I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like to be bothered in that aspect. And it's because I'm not finna do it to you. Don't nobody ever just look down at their phone and be like, shit, I wonder why I'm calling me. Never does that happen, bro. No bullshit.
Knowing you, though, there are instances, and I know not to sound like
exception.
I'm... Exactly. Yeah. I know I will be the exception, but still, I'll just go around. I'll just contact him through the common channels.
Right.
But sometimes I'll be needing to answer immediately.
Right.
The logical thing to do is be called, but I'm like, I want him to, when I call, he answer because it must be something. Not, hey, nigga, I'm about to pass the freeway. Is you home?
No bullshit. No bullshit. Like, nigga, you say, hey, I didn't pass the freeway. I'm outside, nigga. If you debate, don't come and do not call me. You need to be for sure. You need to be for sure, goddammit. But,
trip. You was talking about the trip.
Yeah, man, it was a weird fucking trip, man. I had like weird epiphanies and shit. I seen people I ain't seen in 20 fucking years, and like my daughter was there, of course, and like I had so many people contact me and so many people hit me up and see me and all kind of shit. It was very, very crazy, man. But it was cool, man. It was motivational for me. You know what I'm saying? I went back there, started having conversations with motherfuckers, and motherfuckers was like, man, I ain't seen you in 20 years. And then I started feeling my mortality, man. I was like, man, a nigga getting old, like for real, for real. So I was like, man, I like my life and I'm happy with my life and shit. I said, but I could be doing so much more. And now I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, man, I have to do so much more. And that so much more is bigger than just trying to get some money and shit. I'm like, nigga, I got to get healthier. I got to get to working out more. I got to get to reading a little bit more. I got to make sure I'm spending an adequate amount of time with my daughter and giving her good information and just all kind of shit. So I was like, man, what I want to do is that I want to become more free emotionally, right? And what I mean by that is that I want to be able to be vulnerable to people that are around me. And like when I say vulnerable, I mean invest enough of me into you emotionally that it's what I consider today is almost like dangerous in a way that where you can hurt my feelings or a way that you can fuck me over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I want to get to the point where I'm more open emotionally, right? So I said, so for me to do that, though, I can't fuck with nobody at all that I feel like I could open up to emotionally, and then they could scar me in a way that I've been keeping the guard up for the last...
Women.
Yeah, bitches. The last 2 decades.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like on that kind of shit. Because I'm like, man... There's stuff I get and I feel and I go through and shit. And it's like, man, there's certain shit that I miss out on because people are so shitty.
I was just about to say, like, the best version of people is that version that you're talking about. Like somebody who you're able to open up to and then they're able to open up to you. That's how you get the best version of a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you got a serviceable version of the person, you don't know that person or you don't really have that person or they don't have you because there's still those boundaries and shit. But like you just said, the meaning for it and the reason for it is protection. You got to protect yourself.
Exactly. And it's worked for me all this time.
Because you've seen it and you've seen it unwork for other people. Yeah. Motherfucker, I've been with you for 7 years and you did this to me. And you did, because You know what I'm saying? You never know what the turning point of a motherfucker would be.
Because I do have enough sense to know that fuck everybody is a better mentality than anything else. And I don't mean fuck you in a way of I hope you die. I mean fuck you in a way of I'm in my own zone, in my own bubble over here.
I'm not concerned.
And I'm not concerned with the things outside of this bubble because life has shown me that it's a bad idea to be concerned with those things. You know what I'm saying? It's how, like I say, I'm so far on that the things that are simplistic, like how you were saying, like, hey, man, on the cool, I don't mean no disrespect to nobody or none of that, but I for real don't know nothing about Kyle Rittenhouse or what the fuck he did or had going on. Like, we was both on that. And it's because it's just one of those things that I'm not finna talk and care about everything just because everybody else talking and care about it. It's why I don't fuck with holidays and shit. Because it's like, y'all want me to celebrate holidays, and then when you go look at the history of holidays, they all racist and shit. And then I'm the crazy one for saying, man, I don't fuck with that shit. Because one, I don't fuck with it just because I ain't finna do some shit just because everybody else doing it. And then two, when I try to figure out why you fuck with it, I can't even think of a good reason. Because it's like,
I got none.
Exactly.
You know my phrase, people do shit because people did shit. That's all it is. It's like you said, if you break down, of course, and TikTok is one of the best things to happen to the world.
TikTok is the best form of social media to ever exist.
I think
I gave that title to MySpace until I gave it to TikTok.
You gave it to Snapchat too, only because of how you was like.
I don't ever feel like I said it was the best form of social media to ever exist.
Here's what you said.
It's the best form of social media out today. Is what I call Snapchat.
Probably, but the reason I remember when you said that part is the
shit don't need to live forever.
Exactly. Shit don't need to live forever. Yes.
Yeah.
But TikTok, why I'm giving that the best is because, like, you learn so much on TikTok, man.
Yeah, you can learn a lot of shit on it.
And you can be entertained. It's like the perfectest balance of everything. And then when I talk to my lady, and then she breaks it down and tell me all these different subgenres of TikTok.
Oh, I know about them. I be on Stock Talk. I be on Rap Talk. I be on, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I see stuff, I don't follow it, but I see stuff and I think it's interesting and cool, like MILF talk and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's cool.
So
and dope.
much,
but
man.
yeah, it's the shit crazy. But that's the social media platform for real, that's made for you to be on that motherfucker 24/7.
Oh, yes. And the biggest reason is they don't show you the same shit. Even if they show you the same shit, it's in the manner of someone else duetted it or something different about that
Same shit. That's why I hate internet videos, because a nigga want to show you some viral video on his phone. It's like, nigga, I've seen this, and I didn't enjoy it when I seen it. Like, I'm not the nigga. Like, it's a nigga on my Instagram that I used to work with this nigga at Bank of America, and probably about 2 or 3 times a week, he just sends me an internet video. And he'll be like, man, facts. You know what I'm saying?
So he ain't even added his own spin.
So, like, at first, I would watch him, you know, but now I'm just like I messaged him one day. I said, hey, I don't be on this shit. I'm not He's like, man, shit, I don't really be on this shit either.
This shit look like a debate.
But I'm like, I'm not finna take the time out of my day to watch a recommended internet video from you, bro. Like,
I see
I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, not even on no fuck shit, but you be doing this shit all the time. Do you ever recommend any of my videos to any of your friends?
Come on now.
But you sending this shit to me? And it's like, again, I'm not offended because I get it. You don't know me like that and you think I'm just like everybody else. But I'm like, my nigga, if I don't post something on here today, which I never really do, I didn't look at this shit today. Like, you smell what I'm saying? If you go check your Snapchat and say, I wanted to hype check my Snap today, and you go look at my Snap and there ain't no story on that bitch, I did not check.
Let's just go hand in hand. Like, if I'm here, shit, I might as well use it.
Out, baby. But if I'm not there, I'm not gonna check you out. And it's not because I'm sitting there thinking, well, shit, nigga ain't watching me, so I ain't finna watch them. It's like, no, this shit didn't even cross my mind today. Like TikTok, I look at that shit every day. YouTube, I probably look at that shit every day. And most of the shit that I look at on either one of them got to do with stocks. I won't even say that. On YouTube, stocks. On TikTok, I just really watch
whatever come up. No, I brought up TikTok because I just saw the other day that the same Thanksgiving shit and some of the I don't remember the name of the tribe, so I apologize, tribe mates. But she was just talking about how they celebrate Thanksgiving. And I was thinking that the same day. I was like, what about all the Native Americans who this shit was robbed from and killed? Right. How do they celebrate it?
Right.
Like, and not even celebrate. Like, what do they do?
But TikTok will teach you something like that you never knew.
Pause her. I learned about this one black girl that they tried to make legally white because at the time, black people couldn't have shit. So they all had to have like a white handler almost, like
Right.
and then that white handler would give them some of their shit, and then they had some of the land that nobody can use. They gave it to them, so they ended up renting out some of the land. The people drilled on the land, found oil. So now she's the richest black girl ever.
Oh, this was recent, right?
Recent.
Yeah, they got some money recent because they took it
Oh
from
no,
them.
I didn't see the end. There's a part 2. I didn't see the part 2.
Okay.
But
There's somebody that live on a piece of land or whatever that's black, and they took that shit from them many moons ago.
I know
and
that
then they
one.
just got
They
paid.
just got it back. Yeah, I know about that. It's a
That
family.
shit is shit is insane to me.
This one is different. This was like a specific girl. She was like 13, and some of these crackers was trying to marry her and shit because she was like the richest motherfucker, dog.
In the United States?
Yeah. And they tried to legally make her white, so the money and all that shit wouldn't go to the black family and shit. So it's like, man, I never even knew this exists. They gave her whole name, everything about her, so you can check it. But the one back to the indigenous people. They was just saying how they do remembrances and shit. They go back to like the tribe area, which is in Oklahoma, which I didn't even know.
I did.
And they go back there and they get on this little boat shit and they go over to this one little area and shit, which is still sacred and whatnot. And they go and they just remember their peoples and shit and all the old stories and all that type of shit, which then makes me say, look at the world we live in where two sets of people are living two totally different lives about the same day.
Doubt.
You got the perspective
doubt.
of the victors
No doubt.
who killed
All you're
niggas
doing
and
is
eat
hearing
food.
two sides of the story. It's like what I tell my
victims.
homeboys all the time about like Trayvon Martin, right? I'm like, the reason that George Zimmerman had no chance of getting convicted against Trayvon Martin is because he's the only nigga with a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And before we started hearing other stories, we was just like everybody else, like, oh yeah, that's what happened. And I used to tell you a long time ago, nigga, when we first started the Raw Hype, this is even before information was like it is now, is I used to always say, I don't fuck with history because I don't believe it. And then I used to always give the example of, if I'm a slave owner, and I say, hey, y'all need to have all this stuff done by night. And y'all sitting there thinking, well, damn, it's night. It's dark. How are we going to finish? And y'all like invent electricity. I'm not going to say, hey, these niggas invented electricity. Let's give them credit. I'm going to say, no, nigga, I invented electricity. And I know that's what anybody would have done. Like, there's a lot of stuff that in history that I know is bullshit because I can look at it and say, if I was in this position, I would have done the exact same thing.
Exactly. Some of it is just common sense, and some of it is the American way.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, y'all got shit we want? Y'all want to give me some of that? No,
doubt.
you don't. You don't want to just give it to me. All right, I bet I have a better chance getting it if you not around.
G shit.
So let me just kill everybody that
Yep.
you know, everybody that fucks with you
Yep.
or who could possibly come get it. So now it's mine.
Like slavery. Let's say it was the opposite. Black people own white people and shit, right?
You speaking to my heart
All right.
right now, boy.
Now, let's
speaking to my
say-
soul right now.
Let's say me and you, we own slaves and shit, but we didn't think it was
Cracker,
we didn't think it was right.
what you over there doing? Put the mayonnaise back in the jar, Cracker.
And we didn't think it was right? We would be the type of niggas that's like, I don't think it's right, but I'm not finna go out of my way to stop it. You feel me? So even if that was the general consensus of people, you wouldn't be able to say, well, I don't comprehend that. That's so wrong. Because you can sit there and look and say, well, shit, who gonna do this shit if they don't do it? The answer is me. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody.
And I know what to do this shit.
Exactly. I pay nobody to do it, or I go out there and do it myself and pay nobody. Like, it's the same. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? So it's like no one would choose that. So that's how I know that the things in the books are lies, because I would have lied about them. It's not that hard to comprehend, bro.
Hype, did you have your crackers out there tarring the floor with their hands? Hell no, that's inhumane. Make sure we put some gloves on them crackers next time so they
When I write the stories, I'd be like, let's say me, I'm like, I'm from, shit, I don't even know where I'm from. I did an ancestry DNA test. But let's say I'm from, what's it called? Malay, Africa? Malay, Africa?
heard of that.
It's like MAHLI, something like that, right? But let's just say I'm from North Africa, right? When I get ready to write the history, I'd be like, no North Africans own slaves.
It's definitely some Southside shit. Never made it this far up north.
Because white people be quick to be like, my people did own slaves. I'm like, man, if your people was here, I don't believe that, bro. I just don't believe that. I believe somebody told a story that they didn't own slaves, but I don't believe that. If black people own slaves, you can't tell me it ain't a white group can say, well, we didn't own slaves. I don't believe that. And I'm not saying, cool, y'all can be right as fuck, because I am not no history buff. I'm just saying I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. Real quick about your native country, Mali. It's actually West Africa, and they're known for gold over there. So it's odd that you don't even like gold. You ain't rapping.
We just wore gold chains and owned no crackers.
And we picked them shits ourselves when they fell from the trees of gold that we have over here in West Africa.
We built with our own two hands. All right? But yes, like literally anyone would do that. Motherfuckers lie on their social media trying to trick people into thinking the story different.
Motherfuckers lie about their appearance too.
Like dead ass. So it's like anyone would have done
excuse my
that.
hair. Bitch, we can see.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Anyone would have done that. So it's like, I know that you did this.
But your books and your teachings is to make me believe you did it.
Exactly.
Because you want me to look at you as someone who wouldn't do that while being the someone that did that.
You
while
want me to
doing
look
it
at
now.
you as being somebody, like, you don't want me to view you as somebody that you are, and y'all view us as somebody that we not.
We not.
That's the trade.
Woohoo, that was hard.
It's the truth.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah, it's like that kind of shit. But like
they
I
spend
said,
their time lying about who they is while stopping us from finding out who we are.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
It's like, nah, nigga, just believe it. Y'all wasn't shit. Y'all picked cotton and shit. It must be something else we did in West Africa. Just wait for us to come and slave your ass. That's all you did.
Yeah, that's it. Them niggas bring you over to the country, have you build the country, and then be like, all right, you're
ride out.
You're 1/8 of a man. Like, wait
Go back to where you came from. Bitch, I don't know. You brought me here. Well, I don't know where I picked your ass up from.
I came from Atlanta. Like, for real, motherfuckers be saying that. I'm like, nigga, I came from Texas, man. Like, what is we talking about?
Go back to your country. Where, nigga?
Yeah, my country is Texas.
My country is down south.
But yeah, man, it's just everything is a lie, man. We talked about this last week. We need to stop talking about how everything a lie.
But everything just keep being a lie.
Everything keeps being a lie.
And my problem, I hate lies, man. I always tell this to people. I tell this to my Adrian shit. Anytime she lied to me, that's when she get the worst reaction from me. And she knows it because she's like, why are you so mad? Is it because I lied? And I go, exactly.
Yeah.
But to her, it's like, man, I kind of just lied because... One, sometimes she just lies to be exciting, like people do. She lies to be more exciting. Like this one dude.
It's like I always tell you, these are logical reasons to lie to me.
Yes.
Like I get it. It's not my cup of tea, but I completely comprehend it. But it is my cup of tea if I'm in a job interview or if I'm, you know what I'm saying?
If
like
this thing's going to literally affect my decision making and my process. Don't lie to me. I remember she said that this one bully dude at the school took some other girl's food and she grabbed the food back, gave it to her, kicked him in the crotch. I was like, all right, Adrian, none of this happened. And she's like, well, he did take her food. And I'm like, hey, you just decided to tell me that you was a superhero in that moment.
And when he took her food, Adrian would just sit there like, man, I wish I could just snatch them.
I wish I had the strength right now to just
kick him in his goddamn ball. Nigga, stop taking people food, fuck nigga. I was this close. I was this close to doing it. So I was to tell you I did that shit. And close as I was, I pretty much did.
It's almost like I did it. So I'm just telling you what actually happened. But no.
According to me. I'm just telling you what should have happened. Should have beat his motherfucking ass.
Kick his ass in the balls. How'd that feel?
But a grown person will do that.
And thank you. So it's why I'm able to see it in her, because we see it in people all the time.
Exactly.
They'll have a story. Like one of my things is, right, that people have always told me, for the most part, is that I can make a boring story. No, stop thinking that too. That ain't good for you. I can make a boring story sound way better than it was.
Yeah.
So, but it's no lies added.
Right.
I don't use lies to make the story better. I use the art of storytelling to make the story better.
Exactly, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm okay with, man. But
I even be in the middle of telling the story and be like, bro, I promise you that this is a true story. Like, just that alone makes the story better. Like, you telling some crazy ass story, and they're like, again, on my daughter, nigga, this is dead ass exactly how it went down. Like, that alone make a story better.
You can sensationalize how you feel and how you tell it. Don't sensationalize what happened. Because that's my point. Then you get to thinking that people in Mali had slaves. And it's like, you going against history now, man. We never had slaves up in North Africa.
I'm trying to tell you, man. But it's a storytelling is what all this
that's
shit
my
is.
problem with history.
Yes, me too.
History is, just like they said, history. It's too much lies in it.
Yes.
And all I want is the truth.
Yes. Math, I can ride with somebody saying I fuck with math like a motherfucker all day because math is absolutes.
Okay,
I'm dealing with numbers, whatever the fuck the answer is.
Andre, big up yourself, my teacher.
Straight up, it's always the answer. You know what I'm saying?
1 and 1 ain't gonna never not be 2. Well, if you ask Adrian, 1 and 1 sometimes is 11.
Well, technically, you know, but that's why I say, and I just know math as in I'm good with numbers, but I'm not like a mathematician or nothing to that effect.
With math,
you feel what I'm saying? But I respect it. I don't respect like the history aspect, and it's because
everything
people lie.
Everything else is opinion.
Exactly.
Even down to science.
Exactly.
There's things like a hypothesis, which is an educated guess. It's like, I don't know if this shit is right or wrong.
Exactly.
We finna find out.
Exactly.
1 plus 1, you ain't need to know nothing about nothing else to know. That's gonna always be what it always be.
We could do a raw hype documentary and make it seem like we were popping from day one without telling no lies, just based on how we felt at the time. Like, man, we dropped this video and then it was just like, boom. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, we had a Kobe video, man, and that shit went viral. And then we started using TikTok that we never used before. And then Hype's daughter saw us with 1 million views on TikTok. And it's like, oh shit, the raw hype got over 1 million. And then I went back and checked later, it's at 2 million. I was like, we got 2 million views of us
literally
bodies.
And again, that's a true story.
That's a true story.
So it's like you can tell a story to make it. You can even tell the truth, but make it sound however you want. It's
exactly,
like the Making a Murderer documentary type of shit. Like their goal was to make Stephen Avery look not guilty, and he looked not guilty. You feel me? But if somebody else was as good as making a documentary as them, and they wanted to make that nigga look guilty, they could. You know,
you can make what it was. I think I said something to you the other day, but you can make somebody believe anything you want them to believe in this day and age, man.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like
because of the internet.
Because of the internet. And all you need is to put in certain things and omit certain things.
Exactly.
And you can line it up.
Be doing a Google search. It'll show you results and it'll ask you like, do you want it to include this word for sure? You click include and then it's only going to show you results that included all the words that you're talking about. Like, don't even show me that shit if it don't got what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard, bro. Man. I feel like sometimes people don't be knowing what the fuck we talking about, man.
I think some do though. Man, listen, back to this whole simulation type of talk, right? Remember I sent you over the weekend because there's this new thing going around that everyone's searching their name on Urban Dictionary. If you go on Urban Dictionary and type in your first name,
this was interesting.
Man, Marek, I sent that to her just like I sent it to you in that same group. She woke up the morning, she's like, "Yo, this was freaking me out."
Yeah, it was
She's
weird.
like, I was like, it's a passing grade. It's not 100% on none of us, but it's a passing grade. It's enough to make me say, which then made me say, man, we are just product. And this, we have like serial numbers and shit, nigga. Like, all right, we're gonna make a few hypes. Right. You know, and then, you know, sometimes you might be making hypes and shit with sugar, and then you get low on sugar, you add Splenda just to make the sweetness. So it's still a batch of hype, but it's something a little different with that one.
That was pretty spot on. It's the kind of shit to make you feel like the zodiac signs made me feel and shit. Like, man, these are very oddly spot on, and I don't know why.
But the zodiac sign to me is it still leaves a little bit of room for interpretation, for lack of
I agree with that.
So this was spot on,
yeah,
like
that shit
you
was
said,
like,
man.
He's the funniest person you'll know. I was like, what the fuck?
Listen, where the fuck is it, man? But no, go in ahead and type your name into Urban Dictionary and see what they say. All right, what they say for you?
Urban Dictionary.
The fucking greatest person you'll ever meet. Damn right he is.
Facts.
The greatest fucking body you will ever see. Flex on him real quick, boy.
I do.
He has the greatest laugh and funniest jokes. He would jump on a grenade to save his friend's life.
Yeah.
That's why I say it ain't 100%. Passing grade. What's my shit?
Urban Dictionary type beat, but go on.
It's like, my shit. He's very kind, sweet boy. Come on, fuck with me. He usually likes to play video games and keep himself to himself as he is quite shy. However, when he is with his close friends, he shows a different person and can be an incredible friend once you get to know him. And I tested that for you, boy. He can be sensitive, caring, will listen to your problems, as well as tell you his thoughts. When we started on here, I say, hey, if you want to just vent, let me know. If you want me to solve the problem, I'm gonna try to solve the problem. This shit is fucking spot on, man.
There are parts of all of them that are spot on.
Yes, that's why I go. It's not 100%.
Yeah,
but
it's a passing grade.
Let's go.
Urban Dictionary type beat, baby.
Yeah. Log on to Urban Dictionary, type in your name, see what came.
Ooh.
If you hot like this, it should just show a picture of a flame. If they show some checker pieces on the board, then they know that you just a game.
Is this beat ever gonna drop?
I don't know if the beat gon' drop, but I'ma drop. If the shit is kinda different, then we need to just switch up the spot. But if not, then let them know what we got. And if you see a flame cross my picture, you know I'm hot. Stop, behave. They know that I'm different every day. I'm a different type nigga off in every way. But am I actually the same as a nigga like me? Cause this motherfucking shit been telling me that.
We in the simulation. We on the same team.
Yeah.
Go to Urban Dictionary, see what your name mean. My name mean that I'm the greatest nigga. But don't get it twisted. I still pull a trigger. I still let it go. I still fuck your hoe. I still want my money to grow and never ever slow.
No.
I'm chasing after bread. I'm probably getting head. And I be thinking, damn, I'm getting old. Am I dead? No, I'm still alive. I'm in the simulation. And he be playing games. I'm talking PlayStation. That's what his name mean. That's what they said. I don't really give a fuck, cause hell nah, we not scared.
They say I'm a shy guy. I ask them questions like why. You catch the suit on, they know I'm a fly guy. Yeah, I just be passing by guy. Anytime you see me, it's magic like wildlife. Nigga, wildlife. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You gon' know that it's that, cause I don't lie and I don't be giving no cap. I just be spitting these rap. Look, they hot off the top. Kinda like how we been doing off in Mali for guap. We getting gold, not old. All these hoes are no. We taking picture, then we put them.
They be lying about their history. And they be lying about their history.
It ain't a mystery. Ain't no dissing me.
Nah.
Ain't no hissing me.
Nah.
Ain't no snake round here, nigga. Ain't no hissing me. Yeah, these bitches be talking, but it ain't history. They know who I am, nigga. It ain't no mystery. Go ahead and it's the B. Turn it on, nigga. This the key. They know exactly who it is and who it's fitting to be. Nigga gotta keep it G. Shit, I just keep it me. Cause that's what I'm being from 1 through 3 and ABC. Nigga be counting, niggas a mountain. Niggas be tall just like a mountain. Niggas be know what it is when I'm getting them dollars. You know that a nigga be counting. A nigga be flowing like water. That's why they calling me fountain. Niggas be climbing up, but they can get up, nigga. I'm like a Fiji mountain. I see. Boy.
Hey, that beat was actually pretty good, man.
It took too long to get there, though.
Yeah, it was dope, though. Anywho.
Hey, this is what we need to start doing. We need to start knowing what to segue is.
Nigga say anywho, man.
Anywho, what you're watching. Welcome to another, how did I introduce that shit the last time?
Am I watching anything?
I don't know, but for this week's episode of What You're Watching, hey, what you watching? I watched the King Richards. Well, I know you didn't have nothing.
What I'm watching?
The King Richards, which is the story of Venus and Serena Williams and her father.
I want to watch that.
You need to watch it, man. I'm not going to talk about it. We're just going to speak on it until you watch it. But it's very well done.
For real?
And what makes me add the very to the well done is when there's certain key moments of the movie, you can go and YouTube it and see the video of those key moments in the movie.
That's something I would do, by the way.
You do it right after you leave, because when they portrayed the father in such a way that I go, are they selling a movie? Is this Will Smith adding some of his acting sauce to who this guy is?
Right.
But then when you go and you look at it, you then say, fucking Will Smith nailed this motherfucker. You know, like, this guy is real, and Will became that guy, which then made me remember how he did Ali. And then I said, Will is too great for some of the hate that he been getting of late.
Ooh!
Put that beat on, nigga.
Hey, that was good, bro.
But no,
Will
man.
is too great to get some of the hate that
he been getting up late.
bro.
Because when you watch what he did in that King Richards movie, man, you kind of remember what he's good at. You know what I'm saying? And he's a very good method actor, is what they call it. When you're like you a person. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it to a method actor because he embodied everything of that man. And like I said, when you go back and you watch some of the old clips that they took some parts of the movie for, you go, one, shout out to the father, man. He was a real one. And then two, man, Will did an amazing job.
I wonder what it's like to have two talented ass daughters and being able to push them into being cold as fuck.
But how he did it, though, I can spoil it because we've seen the result. But he didn't just focus only on the sports. He's like, man, y'all really got something. Y'all are going to be amazing. I'm going to use y'all to get y'all and all of us everything we want. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a part where she could have went pro, but then she didn't go pro for like 2 years. And in that 2 years, this nigga done made the people who like, oh man, she's amazing. She's gonna be good. He's like, yeah, sign us up. I need you to move us down here to Florida. I need a Winnebago to travel with my whole family. This one's in school. This one's in school. So they ain't played no real tennis in years, but their grades are amazing. And man, how he did it was like, I don't mean to disrespect King Richard, but he did it like how a nigga should. I got 5 kids. 2 of them seem to be very amazing. I'm going to use that. The police came one time. I'm going to spoil this little part.
Man, stop talking about
this last part, man. Last part. The police came and...
I ain't listening to
No, I'm not going to... It's just a moment that he had, though. It's not going to ruin the moment. Man. I'm not going to ruin the moment.
Go, man.
But the police came and they was fucking with him. And he's like, well, look, everybody in here... Because they say, oh, you think I'm too hard on these girls? Everyone in here is an A student. Everyone in here got this, and this going. Everyone in here got this, and going. And it's like, y'all spending y'all time worried about what the fuck's going on in here. They ain't gonna never be none of them people you have to come to say they died or they found doing this or they did doing this and all that. So then I was like, man, just moments like that. It was an amazing movie. I saw people using terms like masterpiece. For real? And all I could do with them is agree.
For real?
The only issue I had with the movie...
Don't tell me, man. I don't want to know, bro. I don't want a connotation going in, man. You already done ruined it.
Well,
I hate to have a you've done this to me before, and I tell you, like, you'll send me and be like, the new Marvel trailer, and you'll send it to me, and I'll be like, I ain't watching that shit. You'll be like, hey, the new Breaking Bad or this, and I'll be like, man, I ain't watching that shit.
I'll wait to watch the movie.
And it's because I don't want to have nothing, bro.
There was a phase in my life where I'd never watched trailers.
I hate them.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, don't let me know what's finna happen. Let me be surprised.
Just let me watch that motherfucker.
But shit, you know Venus and Serena, you know their story. Yeah, exactly, better than me. So this is, I guess, why it was so, I guess, a little extra for me, because I was learning shit that I thought I knew.
You need to watch that Mike Tyson documentary on ABC.
I think that was on Hulu, right? I think I saw it on Hulu. Yeah, because ABC fucks with Hulu. I think I saw it on Hulu.
Well, it's wonderful.
I ain't watched it, though.
Oh, it's wonderful.
See, for me, with things like that, it needs to be an aspect that we haven't seen before. You know? It's why I always say, people out there listening who make movies and shit, somebody needs to do a Tupac movie about when he was in art school.
Yeah, I completely disagree with this so much.
We know every other part of Tupac. He a gangster. He an activist. He this. Jada loves poetic Pac. Oh, speaking of Jada, speaking of Will,
it would have to be a TV show, man.
Like a Netflix series, like a fucking
limited series.
Limited series. You give me 7 or 6 hour and a half. What you call it?
It can't be a movie.
Episodes. No, a movie. They ain't gonna tell a movie like that.
Movie's done, man.
They done.
that really
because they trying to cram the beginning and the end in 1 hour and a half to 2 hours and a half.
Movies are done. No. And we got to the point where we watching movie theater movies at the house.
At the house, nigga.
It's like, that motherfucker in theaters and on HBO Max.
All I heard was on HBO Max.
Right. Who got to log in?
But no, man, they need to do that for Tupac. And again, I say that only because you can flesh out a longer story and you can hit some of the parts that are necessary. But fuck all that. Before I can finish up on King Richards, which I definitely recommend you go ahead and watch. It's a very good, very joyful, very entertaining movie. Back to Will Smith hate, right? Mm-hmm. apparently a video just dropped.
This is Jada Pinkett's fault that he get hated on. But go on.
A video just dropped of Jada Pinkett dancing with Tupac doing karaoke to Will Smith's song.
That ain't just dropped. That shit old as hell.
I never even knew it existed in my life until this over this weekend on TikTok.
Yeah, that shit old as fuck.
Why she do him like Tupac that,
shit,
man?
But
why she doing Will like that?
She ain't do nothing. She ain't even know Will when she made that video.
It almost seems like Tupac's alive and Jada's Pinkett is with him right now.
Jada's Pinkett. Jada that took her Pinkett over there and gave it to Pac.
Leave Will with nothing but his Smith.
You want to know something about Jada Pinkett, man? Is that I don't like to hate her because I haven't paid attention to her enough to hate her. I just know that everyone else is like starting to hate her. So I only hear the things that I hear about her pretty much third party or in short clips that somebody puts out where they're, I don't want to say taking something out of context because I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know if it was taken out of context. But my only way that I've gotten the information, my brain has enough sense to understand this. I've only got the information from people who want to say, hey, look at this bitch. You know, so if I
look what she doing.
You know what I'm saying? So they're never going to post anything that makes her look in a light that I don't like. So with that being said, as far as celebrities go, I kind of hate her, but I don't want to because I know I haven't invested enough to have an opinion about her. And I also don't care about any of it.
Sadly, when the internet gets a hold on somebody they want you to hate, they force you.
Yeah,
man.
they do.
I saw this. Will Smith just dropped a book. Shout out to Will Smith, man. We can give Will Smith some love. Will Smith just dropped the book, and it's called Will. And then so Jada tweeted out the link to the book, and she's like, "Congratulations, Will Smith." Like she said his name, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, she calling him Will Smith. She ain't said honey, she ain't said sweetie or nothing." Woo! And to me,
that's the kind of stuff I can't care about.
That's a fact. But hey, come on, when you're online, a lot of things come across your desk that you wouldn't approve
It's
of.
like people create whatever they want, bro. It's like how we be saying with a woman to come up with something and then she wants you to prove that you didn't do whatever she came up with based on whatever evidence she came up with on her own. Like, that's what they do for celebrities. My daughter said she be on TikTok and people will say the word nigga. And they be like, you're not black. You can't say the word nigga. And they be like, yes, I am. I'm mixed. And they be like, no, you're not. You got to prove it. Then they have to take a picture with their dad. Like, why do I have to do all this?
This nigga gave me my I can say nigga card. See him? Look at this chocolate man.
Why do I have to do all that? Why does Jada Pinkett have to say what you want her to say to her husband that you don't even know?
But to me, it looked like, a congratulations, Will Smith. Not my husband, but Will Smith, the author. Exactly. Like, you did this, Will Smith, William Smith.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this because you my bae. I'm saying it because I think you doing your thing and I respect
to me, the honey takes away from it.
Exactly.
If you go, hey, good job, honey, on your book. That just is on some like, yeah, man, my wife just support me. You know what it is. Right. But Jada Pinkett, the star herself, in her own right, the accomplished lady in her own right, is telling Will Smith, the author, I'm proud of you.
It'd be like if you was like, hey, bro.
She ain't say boo.
You'd be like, hey, bro, check out my daughter basketball highlights. And you show me the video and she dribbling. You're like, shoot it, honey, shoot it. And I'm just like... You just there cheering on your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, hey, check out this kid prodigy. And it's you saying, shoot it, honey. This ain't no kid prodigy.
It's your daughter. Nigga, I seen her last weekend.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I ain't saying she can't hoop, but I'm just saying you telling me she can hoop before. And that's what they want. It's like, I want you to tell me he's so great, not on his own, like you said, not on his own, like as him being your old man. I don't like it.
I don't like it, man. So that's to your point. Yes, to your point is like that. The part that I can give her the credit she deserves is just she seems to keep putting Will in these predicaments, man.
Yes, but okay, I think of it like this. What if she be at home like, this make my red table talk shit blow up, and you know I'm just bullshitting. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I truly don't know what the fuck they got going on, and so it's hard for me to be like, I hate this bitch, because this is how I view my mother and my father. Like, I can look at my mother all I want to say, well, why did you never leave my father? It's not up to me to really judge this nigga as a husband. I can judge him as a father. And it's the same. If Will Smith don't leave the woman, it's really hard for me to stand up for him and say, God damn it, you bitch. Look what
stand up for yourself, Will.
Look what you're doing to Will.
Chest up, will you? Why are you going to listen to her?
Why you keep doing
this to Will? Around and jump around all over you, Will.
Come on, Will. Let's go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't feel like I'm gonna stand up for a nigga who not asking for my help. Like Britney Spears is different. It's like, yeah, man, let Britney go. She's asking for help. Will Smith is like, nigga, I'm in a happily married man. It's like I can't feel sorry for a nigga that don't feel sorry for himself. So that's what's bringing me back around to saying that's why I don't hate her, because he don't hate her. So I don't have a way.
He know better than you.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say 5 minutes ago.
Bring back what I said. The internet will make you feel about somebody however they want you to feel about it.
It took a 10-minute conversation for us to figure out why I hate this bitch.
Like, and it's your fault.
Exactly.
Your tweets, your talks.
It's the truth. It's like we are good with her, then I'm good with her.
As it should be. Unless you got Will's daughters or somebody out there like, man, daddy, come on now.
Right. Stop
like,
treating mom
Will.
like shit.
And, man. And that's the problem I have with the internet, man.
You gotta
it's
mind
like,
your own business at some time, man.
and that's not what the internet is about.
No, the internet is not about
The internet is not about that.
The internet find out your business, they're gonna say it.
The internet will go looking for your business
No doubt.
and tell business that may not be yours. Back to the lies. The internet a lie and sensationalize what happened.
Loves to lie. You ever seen the video where somebody posted like they seen Young Dolph at the gas station right before he got shot, and it showed him like getting into his car and shit? I seen somebody repost it and was like, when somebody posted this, that let the killers know where Dolph was, and then I was like, man. So he basically his pitch was the person that posted this got Dolph killed.
See what I'm saying?
I was like, so you telling me the non-famous person that posted Dolph is who told where he was? The motherfucker with 100 followers and shit. Like, what are we talking about, man?
But then you'll find somebody else who got some more internet clout, and then they go, well, his name is Jeffrey Lawrence. He lives over there. And it's like, now the world hates this guy who named now, who named
It was a lot of people, motherfucker, was like, yep, this the nigga that killed Dolph. Showing on Facebook and shit. I'm like, yo, if he didn't kill Dolph, y'all could be getting the nigga killed. And y'all motherfuckers have counted the shit, pieces of shit together on the internet.
Russia, nigga, 14-year-old in Russia. Oh, yeah,
like,
he the ops.
And I'm like, and to keep it a buck, y'all niggas didn't convince me that this who killed Dolph. So if I'm a nigga who killed a nigga who killed Dolph, you smell me? It's like, well, this the nigga that seemed like I should kill. Because like I said, when they showed me the video, I was like, it looked convincing to me.
The internet will make you believe
bro.
whatever it wants you to
crazy,
believe, man. So that's why we keep having to talk about these lies, because if you don't know how to fish through lies, if you don't know how to deal with situations to make you understand,
believe anything.
you believe anything, and then you'll end up like we were
Celebrating
talking about before.
Thanksgiving. That's exactly what your ass ended up doing.
On these yams supposed to, you know.
And it's like, wait, a bunch of people died today, right? Yeah. So why the turkey? Nigga, that's what we do. Shut your ass up. That's literally why we have Thanksgiving. At this point, nobody does it. There's nobody that doesn't know that this is some bullshit.
Nobody.
Like, no bullshit. Everyone knows.
One, you got the internet. So for every mac and cheese video, there's look, they stole and gave smallpox to the Native Americans.
My nephew, he 19. He asked my little niece. Man, how old is Erin now? She probably like 4. Yeah, he asked her. He said, what are they calling Thanksgiving now in school? And she didn't give him an answer. But I was like, yo, that's a good ass question.
I think it's called Indigenous something, man. Something Indigenous Day or Indigenous Remembrance Day or some shit like that.
Yeah, I definitely would like to know what they call it. What the calendar call it? Thanksgiving.
Yep. And then the day after is Native American Heritage Day. So after we eat and we feel full, celebrate y'all death tomorrow we
like,
mourning.
Shout out to them boys, man.
So it's like, damn, it's really fucked up what they done did. They did the damn what I did to that turkey yesterday, man.
America does a horrible job of admitting it was wrong. And so do Americans, now that I think about it.
It's the American way.
Yeah, it's the American way.
It's the American way.
Like my nephew said something to me this weekend. Don't know if he was joking or not. He said, but you always think you're right? And I told him, I said, I couldn't sleep last night after you told me. And I said, I'm a person who thinks I'm right because I don't talk if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You sound like Rebel.
I said, but I definitely do not feel that I am to wear a hat of a nigga that just think he know he right all the time for no reason.
Because how you putting it on me is with
blindness,
arrogance,
like I'm blind.
with conduct. Like, that ain't my hat.
But I do. But I told
my hat is over there.
I said, I have enough sense to try to evaluate myself and see if that's how I come off to other people. Because at the end of the day, if that's how you come off to other people, that's how you are.
That's not fair because...
It's the truth, though.
But that's not fair because I'm not in control of how you interpret me. If you're not smart enough, not to use smart, but if you're not informed enough to realize, like, okay, it's
You're
like
not
before.
wrong.
Here's what Jay-Z used to say.
Saying, but
Jay-Z says, I remember we was wearing platinum when y'all cats thought it was silver. So I can't wear the hat of a silver wearing nigga because you don't know what platinum is.
Right, but this is my retort to that. Because I feel the exact same way.
Jay-Z said that too. Allow me to retort. Go ahead.
Anywho, I feel the exact same way, right? But I have enough sense to know if there are times, well, it's a possibility that I could think I have on platinum, but I really have on silver. Because I am not as informed, or I'm not on the page that I think I'm on. Like, this is why I mean it. You know how you can look at a motherfucker that don't know what the fuck they talking about, and you can be on some shit where you be like, yo, this nigga really think he know what he talking about, right? There's no way that's never us. But my whole thing is, I feel like that's never us.
Here's my thing. My percentage of that is so low that I don't feel wrong saying that's never us. And here's why I say that. Because just like you said, you could be wearing silver but not be informed enough to know that it's platinum. We won't go telling niggas it's platinum.
I agree with that.
So it's like,
but my point
I'm not going to say...
Right, I don't mean it in that aspect. I mean it in that analogy of... What if we think something wholeheartedly
and it's wrong,
and we're wrong and bullheaded about it? And since we're so wrong and bullheaded about it, we don't allow ourselves to see how wrong we are, just like everyone else.
What would you say we bullheaded on?
I have no idea.
Exactly, because we're not.
But my point is, we have to have enough sense and humility to know that that could be us at some point in time. And the reason that we don't see it is because we're just unaware. That has to be a possibility, is my point.
Yes, but here's why I keep combating you over and over is because
I
would never come to you to tell you this is fact, because I'm aware that we don't know shit. Everything is lies and misinformation.
Everything that you are saying is what I would say if someone said this to me. But that doesn't stop the probability that there's some slither of us just being stuck in our own ways to where we're too blind to learn from a situation. There's no way we're batting 1,000 is my point. And the fact that I can't give you an example of when I wasn't batting 1,000 lets me know that I had to have missed some kind of situation like that in my life. Because,
well, of course,
you know what I'm saying?
But then to me, it becomes situational. If no one ever bats 1,000 and I'm batting fucking 900, that's technically 1,000. So I'ma stand on 1,000.
See, I'm not. That's exactly the opposite of what we was just talking about. It's like I ain't gonna give you 1,000 unless I know that it's 1,000. I'm not gonna tell you that it's platinum if I think it's silver. You feel what I'm saying? So my whole point is, even though I think my batting average is very high and I think it's higher than most, I have to sit back and think.
Well, you batting 1,000? I don't know.
Had to be a time where a nigga struck out, but I wish that I could see it. That's why I say it. I say it to say this. I wish that I could see it because I don't want to be the blind fool that other people are that I speak to.
Absolutely. But my protection to that is try not to be the fool
to begin with. I get that.
So that's how I safeguard. So when I feel like that ain't us, I feel that because I feel like...
All right, I'm finna prove you my point to be right, okay? There has been a time that you spoke to me and I wholeheartedly thought I was right and said, this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about, okay? And then there has been a time where I spoke to you and you said, I am 100% not sure I'm right and this nigga don't know what the fuck I'm talking, what the fuck he talking about, right? And we've done this more than once. There had to be a time where you was right and I was dead ass wrong and never seen it, and vice versa.
But with
Tell me I'm lying.
You're not lying. But with me and you though, we know that I know you know who I am, and I know you know that I know for the most part who you are.
Right.
So if I veer off from not being who I am, that doesn't change who I am.
Of course.
But I wouldn't reflect that same way to someone else who doesn't know me the way you do. So
right. All I'm saying, this is all I'm saying, is that there has been a time.
They had to have been.
Exactly. And I'm saying that I want to be able to get to a point in my psyche where I can notice them all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Or even notice some that I may have missed at some point in time. I don't want to blindly be a nigga to say, no, that ain't me. I don't want to be that.
But hi, man, the part of why I am that nigga though is because I take being right to heart. Like, I really care about being right. So I try to not give information unless I feel right enough to give the information. Right. Perfect example. When you hit me up the other day about fucking white blood cells and what you call it. The information that I gave you is information that I knew because I had high blood blood cells. And I talked to the doctor and they explained everything to me completely. Totes. And then I sent that same paperwork to a family friend who was also a doctor. And she explained the same thing. So I said, okay. So that's why that shit's lodged in my head. So when you came and you had it, it's the same shit that I said to you that I re-said when you asked me to say. It's lodged in there. Right. So but that could be wrong.
No. Go. Not in instances like that. Those are instances that we feel like we can prove. More so like opinion-based shit. Like motherfucking...
But with opinions, no one's right.
But sometimes opinions are based on fact.
Yes.
Like we've had plenty of debates on here where they was factual based, but we giving our take on something, our opinion on something. And then we have things like when we talk about like women and shit like that. There are certain things that I say about women that I'm sorry, they're correct. But I understand that they're just an opinion.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But not even those. I'm talking about the ones that we blindly miss. Like that's all I'm saying. It has to be so.
I keep agreeing with you, right? But
I just don't see him.
But I can't give you 100%.
Right. But my problem is our answer proves both of our points.
Exactly. That's what I just said earlier. This is some right ass shit.
Yeah, because it's like, nigga, you seen the example I gave you, baby. You can fact check me. And I'm like, of course, I would have done the same thing.
But that must have been the time you did it. Exactly. I try to not have those times, so go and fact check me.
Exactly. I ain't never did it. And the fact that we think that we've never done it proves my point. Yes. That's exactly what I mean. It really is a mind fuck kind of argument. Yes, it is. But that's exactly what I mean. The fact that we think we haven't proves my point, but I still don't think that I still think that I'm right. Like I still think that I'm
So the raw
correct.
hypeness in this is strive to be a person who's so sure of their rightness because they don't go telling wrong. If you don't know if you right, don't go tell it like you right. And that's what we do. We always make a line in the sand. This is our opinion. This is how I feel. We don't say this is what it is. Even if we know this is what it is. I can't present this is what it is to you because it's not a fact in the world, even though it should be.
I like your take. My take is different, but I like your take. Man, I like that.
Because mine, to me, is always about being better.
Mine is too, but it's just a different viewpoint. My take is more so of
like we were saying
allow yourself to evaluate yourself.
Absolutely. And it becomes a very easy evaluation. Like we said earlier, if I need to remember these headsets, I need to put them when I remember them.
That's
so
evaluating
now,
myself.
When you text me and you go, hey, don't forget, I go, I don't need your reminder, sir, because I put myself in a position where I can't forget.
And I sent you a reminder text because it's something I would have forgot.
Because of the exactly.
So it's like avoidable
but
problems.
I also know I would have forgot. So I put myself in a position to where I can't forget.
Yes. But again, these scenarios that we give are self-evaluation scenarios. And due to the fact, because I was telling my nephew this, I said, see, I never feel that way because I know I do my due diligence when it comes to how I treat people and how I respond and how I speak and how I do this. And I said, but that could be what doesn't allow me to see it because I feel like if I wouldn't have missed it because I am not a person that just blindly goes around the world like do-do-do-do-do. The whole world revolves around me. And that's what most people are.
And this is why I like us. But this is why I like me. All that you just said, I still allow anyone with anything to say on the matter, say it to me.
Oh, for sure.
Because like you said, there might be some shit I didn't see, some shit I might fell through the crack. Tell me. And if when I'm listening to you, I go, okay, well, he has nothing or she has nothing to add to what I already know.
Right.
I don't need that information. So then I go about thinking, okay, I guess I was right. Somebody else got something to say. Well, what do you think about it? You give it to me. I run across what I got. Oh, I'm still right. And that's what makes me say, okay, I'm only going to share this now because I have a second opinion.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I completely agree.
And that's why I don't like lies because... Again, I said this before on the Raw Hype, man. I grew up around master liars. You see what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers who would lie about anything, anyhow, in any way.
My parents were master liars.
Master liars. Yeah. But so then what it allowed me to do is, I was telling my cousin this shit the other day. I said, I was basically in like lying boot camp. You dig what I'm saying? And in lying boot camp, I realized most people lie on the surface. Right. So you can see that it's a lie from a mile away. Right. A real lie and a long staying lie is rooted. It has leg. It's rooted in something, so it ain't gonna move.
Yes.
Most of these people lies got legs.
Yes.
So that motherfucker start over here and it end up over there. He's like, well, how did it get over there?
Yeah, because they don't know what they're doing. They're not deep thinkers enough.
Exactly.
It goes back to avoidable problems. You have to think, all right, if I tell this lie today, what's going to happen in 2 or 3 weeks if this person brings it to me like
2 or 3 years.
Of course. Nigga, I'm on that shit. Nigga, I could tell a lie. I could tell a lie that you told me to tell a motherfucker 5 years ago if I see them again today.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
To know that I don't need to tell this lie to nobody except for this nigga. And I will not forget that. I remember one time I was drunk as fuck, nigga. This was when I was a young nigga, bro. Like in my early 20s, I was a young drunk boy. As fuck. And I was hanging out with one of my homeboys, and I started talking to this bitch that I was with.
Gotta piss.
All right, I was talking to this little shorty or whatever, and he thought I was referring to the shorty that I was with earlier in the day. And he was like trying to give me a warning, like hype, no, not her. And I was like, nigga, I would never. Yeah, I'm like, I would never do this. It's like I'm too much on my shit to, even in my drunk state, to sit here and say some shit that don't need to be said in front of a motherfucker that it don't need to be said in front of. Like, I would never. It's easy to do that. It's easy to do that, man. It's just you gotta pay attention to the things that you say. You gotta make sure you don't get yourself as a bullshit that you can't get out of. And then you have to have enough sense to know that you can tell on yourself in a different way if you really don't know how to speak and how to tell a story how it need to be told, or a lie how it need to be told. Because a motherfucker will tell a lie about something to say, I haven't never fucked a black guy, right? And then it's 2 years later and she's like, oh yeah, I had a threesome one time. It was with my best friend and her ex-husband. And she said, I'm gonna show you a picture of him. And then it's like a black guy. And you sitting there thinking like, So then it's like on some shit where it's like, you didn't have one-on-one sex with the black guy, but you said I never fucked the black guy, and that's untrue. You feel what I'm saying?
So part of what I learned through this lying boot camp, which is what I carry with me today, is everything ain't everybody's business. And the reason I said that before is like, I could say something to you that someone said to me, and you might say it to somebody else who can then say it to that person. I didn't know you knew that person. Right. I thought I'm just saying some shit to you. Yeah. So the reason I lock them shits in, because you never know. Mm-hmm. So like you said, something like that, and then you show me the picture and I see it's a black guy. I have probably did things in my life with the thought process of you have never slept with a black guy. So that's stuck with me. So now when I see the black guy, you don't remember what you said
exactly
before.
What it is.
That's to me what lies with legs.
Yes. I would never tell a lie on today and then tell you a lie 3 years later that contradict the lie that I told you a year ago. And it's just because I'm not telling so many goddamn lies that I can't keep up with them. That's not, no. And if I told a lie, it had a purpose. And if it had a purpose, it's probably going to have that purpose every time I see you.
Every time. I'm saying? And not only that, what I always try to tell people who want to lie is, keep it as close to the cuff as you possibly can.
Of course.
Don't lie about some shit that's out of your norm, out of your realm.
Yep. Or that can be easily proven.
That's the number one thing. Like, shit, my lady, she'll be like, oh, I bought this. I've been had this. And then I go, the reason I know you ain't been had it is because I see that the shit came out of the account.
Or did you got something I never seen
weeks ago? It cost $25. This cost $70. And you're trying to tell me that it was that, and I know you didn't know that I know that it ain't that, but I know it because I crunch numbers, and I need to know what the money at. But to you, it's just a fleeting word. So then when I come back and I'm complaining, I don't care that you spent $70 on something. I care that you decided to lie to me about it.
But
and
women
then you
unintentionally lie.
Weakly.
Women unintentionally lie, though, and they lie to themselves.
There you go. I think it just be practice. They lie so damn much that it's just natural.
Yeah, they do.
But I don't like lies, man. So that's why I tell the truth. So like you said, if I lie, it's you ain't gonna never in your life know it was a lie.
No, you're not.
So technically, it's the truth. I've said this before on the ride.
Technically,
I said this.
It's your truth.
Yes, I've said this before, right? Only I know it's
only lie to me. It's the truth.
You lying, baby. I've told my
lie.
lady and I've told other people. I said the reason I tell the truth is because if I lie, you'll never know that it's a lie. So technically, it's the truth to you. She took that and said, "Oh, so you're just so good at lying." It's like, hey, nigga,
you been lying since we met, nigga.
I started the sentence with the reason that I don't lie
Right.
to you
Right.
is because of this. It's like, so I'm saying, I tell you that so you don't have to waste your mind space saying, I wonder if he's lying.
Yes.
Don't ever do
Bruh.
that because you would never know if it's a lie. And then on the back
right.
of that, I don't lie.
This is why I lie. Particularly to like a woman, okay? All right, so like particularly like in my past, but
Let me see that thing here. Where you put it? Is that?
what? This joint?
Yeah.
It's small.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh,
Finish.
all right. Is that like I could be the player of the year, right? But I have never ever with any woman that I've ever met in my whole life said I would only have sex with you. I've always told any woman I ever dealt with I will never just have sex with you. Okay. Now, one thing that I won't do is I won't throw it in your face. I won't tell you a story about another woman. It won't be no panties laying in my crib when you come over. Like, you'll never have no indication that I ever fuck with another woman, right? But I have told you that I would never have sex with just you. So let's say me and you have been fucking for 2 years, right? So you believe yourself that I haven't had sex with nobody else in 2 years, if that's what you choose to believe, all right? So if you ask me out the blue one day, are you fucking anyone else? My answer is going to be no. And the reason that my answer is going to be no is because that is the answer that will not bring me any drama, right? But the reason that I don't feel guilty for this no is because I already told you the truth before and you decided to not listen to it. So now it's not up to me to prove the truth to you again over and over.
You already had it.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just avoiding
What'd you
the
do with the
nonsense.
truth I gave you? I just
You
put it
lost
aside. I thought it was lies. Oh, well, that's your fault. I ain't finna give you another
I'm
one.
sorry, bro. And that's really why, like, that's how it works for me. It's like, I'm not about to walk down your path of drama. And the same thing, like I
What
told
you
you.
did with the truth I gave you.
And the same thing I told you before, like when something ain't somebody's business, I tell them like a no. Like, hey, you going to so-and-so, so-and-so? Like, nah, I'm not going. Or, hey, were you out with so-and-so, so I done had a nigga ask me some shit like that. Hey, were you hanging out with so-and-so, so-and-so and them last night? Like, nah. And it's because that's the least path of resistance. If I tell you no, even if you think I'm lying, unless you're gonna accuse me of being a liar, the conversation is over. But if I say yeah, it's like, oh, well, what was y'all doing? I wasn't with them, nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
See, but to me, that's a pointless lie.
It's a great lie.
No, it's a lie. It's a pump fake lie. It's like, I lied for you to not ask me the question you just asked me, but you asked anyway. So here's the real truth.
No, I'm saying if I say no, you're not gonna say nothing else.
That's how we go.
If I say, was you hanging out with him last night? Nah, I wasn't.
okay.
There is no more questions.
No,
If I say
but he
yes,
said-
if I say yes, there's more questions.
Okay, I see
Because
what
even if
you're
I say,
saying.
nah, I wasn't with him. Rebel told me you was with him. Well, I wasn't. The end of the conversation. You feel what I'm saying? That is why I lie. Because one, I've either already told you the truth, or two, whatever you asked ain't none of your goddamn
What you
business.
do with that truth I gave you?
Straight up. But we've always talked about
We've
this.
always talked about this.
Yeah, you be like, I
keep
tell the
rehashing
truth,
this.
and I say, I always lie. Straight up. Straight up.
That's why I got on the white. He got on the black. Apparently,
Shut
the
up.
crackers told us that he's dark and evil.
But it's
And
not evil. To me, the avoiding drama is smart. And like I always tell you, you've noticed
Yeah,
that
but
I've never
how-
had drama.
I think it's almost like money, and it's so. This is why life is an opinionated sport, nigga, because money is money. But if you killed people to get your money and I saved people to get my money, I'm told my money is better than your money. But everybody accepts the same money.
Yeah.
So money is money.
And everybody accept the same lies, baby. Just like they accept truth. But honestly, man, what we saying, honestly, is some shit that it's like how we differ and whatnot. But to me, it's like would be an example of I couldn't even see how you right.
It's our life, man. We're two sides of the same coin.
Just shit.
One side look one way, one side look the other way, but they both get to them ways
Straight
pretty
up.
similarly.
Yep. And I honestly, like, jobs and shit taught me that, being in customer service.
And
Like,
that's
hey,
probably
do
where you get it
you
from.
know where the AT&T store is? Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
And
I don't know where it's
get
at.
from. You get it from the path of least resistance. What'll get you out of my face the quickest?
No doubt.
Mine's is more set up to, I want you to never come to my face again. So I'm going to give you something.
That's why I don't know.
No, but they might ask you, okay, well, shit, you don't know what the AT&T store is. You know what the Sprint store is?
Nope. The same thing I just had, you gave them answers. Hey, was you out with them last night? Nope. Well, Rebel said you was. I wasn't. Hey, you know what the AT&T store is? Nope. You know what the Verizon store? Nope.
Oh, boy behind the counter said you did.
I don't. And you know that's how I am.
As a fact.
You know that's how I am.
I'm more of the like, hey, I don't know where none of these stores is around here, man, so you don't even need to ask me.
I done had arguments and conversations with a motherfucker, and I just be like, hey, I don't give a fuck about nothing that you say. Like, that should be the quickest way to end this. Hey, I don't give a fuck about nothing that you saying. And keep going. Hey, I'm not reading your text no more. If that don't end our conversation, I don't know what to say. Because when I say I'm not reading your text no more, I'm not reading your text anymore. So it's damn sure over for me. I don't continue things that I don't want to do.
I usually type, hey, I'm no longer participating in this back and forth.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't do it, bro. And that's how you gonna get a lot.
But that's
homeless nigga. Hey man, you got $5? Nope. I ain't finna explain to you where the 5. Well, I mean, I got 5, but I'm finna spend 3. And then that's gonna only leave me 2. So I can probably give you 1, but no, nigga, I don't have it. Leave me the fuck alone.
I just say no.
But that's my point. That is a lie. And a good one. I don't have it. You got 5? Nope. 1? Nope. 13? No.
Can you help me find something?
Nope. I can't. That's exactly what I mean. Everybody's getting the same kind of lie. The leave me alone lie.
Well, how do you lie? Raw Hypers?
How you lie would be a good. Love the way you lie, bro. Rihanna, Eminem.
Come on now.
So when people search Rihanna, Eminem, they'll find us, bro. Love the way you lie, man. But yeah, man, the shit makes sense though. However you view it, but it makes sense.
Which is why I love the Raw Hype, man, because you can either do what Hype wants or you can do what Rebel wants. Here's the trick. They're the same thing.
Yeah, they're very similar.
It's literally how you decide you want to get there. Do you want to kill a nigga to get your money, or do you want to go and feed the homeless to get your money? Either or, you gonna get some money.
Yeah.
Man, anyway, what else you got, man? Put on that Will Smith beat that you had tucked away, man.
Oh, I'm finna put on the Fresh Prince beat, bro.
Here we go.
Or should I just do Will Smith type beat,
do Will Smith type beat, yeah. What else we got, man?
How long we been going?
That's a very good question. Because what time did we start? Probably about an hour. Because I think we started at 3.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. It feel like it's been longer than that. Will Smith, baby.
Yeah.
Love. Really.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Golden Globe Oscar nominated actor William Smith.
I'm from the West where it's wild. Fuck your bitch, Big Willie style. Y'all knowin' how I do. Shit, y'all see me in the movie. Yeah, my car got tints. I be driving on these niggas like the fucking Fresh Prince. Yeah, they all know I'm just spoil 'em. I got my cousin named Carlton.
Ain't this a bitch? I was in the movie Hitch when I was just trying to get a bitch, but then the shit switched. Had me sad, boy. You probably remember me best from the
Bad Boy.
But I had 3 of them with Martin in it. Yeah, Martin in it. Wild Wild West. Yeah, the man, he was farting in it, but the shit was kind of different, nigga. I did a fucking movie on Netflix when I was what was he in that movie?
What movie?
Was he like an alien guy or some shit? Speaking of aliens, Independence Day, I killed him when I sailed in.
Ooh.
Shit's crazy. I robot, I was just lazy. I did a movie about Muhammad Ali. All week I was just talking like Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, I lay him straight on his back. And then my next movie, here come the men in black. And I'm like, getting facts and I'm stacking my checks. And everybody know that Will Smith coming right back. Another movie, another hit blockbuster. Oh yeah, I'm on the top buster. Now they mad cause I did the voice of Aladdin or maybe the genie. When they see me, I'm gonna them TV. I'm
hype, slow it down, stop rushing. Don't forget that Will Smith did the concussion. That man was focused. Did Suicide Squad, he was chilling with Lotus.
Hold up, wait up, man, stop. Shit, your girl got it on my Hancock. You get it? Yep, man, stop. Yo, and I know how I do. MIB, part 1 or part 2.
Hey, she had it on my Hancock. She had it on my Hancock.
Yeah.
Look, when she did that shit, it was so immaculate. When she had her hand on my Hancock was the pursuit of happiness. I I mean, this bitch went down. She say, why your dick weighs 7 pounds? Hey, look, I don't mean to be late, but half these haters are hate, so I'm the enemy of the state. You understand it, long as you know that you can't reprimand it. I done did a whole bunch of movies off on this planet. I done been an Oscar nominee, goddamn it. These niggas know what it is, and if they don't know that I was in back of Vance, nigga, chilling with Coach. I was with that nigga name, Matt Dame. Everybody know that nigga was lame. Pipe already told you about Aladdin, but he didn't
make movies. Yep, that's my job. A nigga jumping off the building with my Suicide Squad.
I think we did all of them.
I think so, man.
Shout out to Will Smith, he was a real ass one.
Shout out to Jada too, you cunt.
Oh wait, let's do Jada movies real quick.
All right, bro.
Play that same one. That was a nice, sweet one.
Nah, we're going to the next one. Just the two of us, bro. Me and Jada, bro.
No, that's what I meant. Play that one. Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, this is just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
About to set it off.
It's Jada, Pink, and Park. Just the two of us. Hey, William, stop.
This was a good idea.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of tricks with Tupac up in the Matrix. I mean, he used to take the whole dick. I would've took him on a girl's trip. And nothing better, okay, nothing better. I was probably in the first Nutty Professor. He said, take your damn drawers off. Why? Cause I'm about to set it off.
I'm about to set it off, and you know it's not a game. Shit, it's a low down, dirty shit. Everybody know I'm mad at you. You see me in the movie Collateral. I'm in a gas car. I'm in a fast car. I'll set it off and shoot your fucking sports, bro. Yep.
Oh, you got your own.
Spit it. Shit, yeah, I got them Jason's lyrics. The way that I be spitting off the top, he mean too. Shit,
too.
You see me in that movie, Scream 2. And
I saw Scream 2. I said, shit.
I don't remember her being in Scream 2 either.
I don't remember no Scream 2, but I remember that she was in the movie Woo. I was like, hey, Jada, what it do? She was in Madagascar too? Bad mom. Sad mom. Why they always do that to your dad, mom? They say that you was a bad mom. Oh, she got a bunch of weird movies.
Jada, let me grab your fanny.
Let me grab it.
I heard you was in the movie
Annie.
And I'm like, damn, let me smoke trees. I seen you in the movie The Secret Life of Bees. Now I'm bubbling, I'm buzzing. I'm gonna have to holler at your cousin. Way back then, they know it's me. I'm in Showbiz Kids or Matrix.
She was also in Bamboozled. It should have been done. I'm sorry, Jada, but it wasn't the one.
Nah.
We liked you better off in Kingdom Come.
Ooh.
She was in the Penguin movie I probably never seen. She was off in The Woman, off on the big screen. Rain Over Me, nigga, what it's worth. I didn't know her ass was also in After Earth. That means the dad wasn't there, the mom wasn't there. Will Smith was all off in here, it was gone off in there. I mean, Jada, what you gonna do? Will Smith, he loves you, and we love you too.
And we out.
She was not in The Karate Kid.
Nah.
That was not a movie that the Jada did. I ain't never seen her in the shit. Man, it's crazy who they dealing with. I mean, the shit just hired me. I tell her to hire me. I remember when she was chilling Menace to Society. Jada, you was a great actress. That's probably why Will Smith be doing them backflips. Go.
Ooh. We out,
Jada
man.
And Will.
Go watch every Will Smith and Jada movie,
and
baby.
Will.
And go watch
Jada and Will.
King
If you
Richard.
ain't seen it, you's a hater still.
Go play some tennis.
Jada
Shout out to
and
Serena.
Will.
Shout out to Venus.
Jada and Will.
Shout out to
Jada and Will.
motherfucker. What's Will kid name? Jaden.
Jaden Smith.
Willow.
They bought a house on Zillow. I bet Jada still got that Tupac pillow. Oh no, let's stop making these jokes. I see Will Smith, his book, he got him some quotes.
Yep.
And yeah, he was in the movie called King Richard. You son of a
Set it off at a red table talk. If these walls could talk, I know you seen these movies. I know you seen them, baby.
I know you seen him.
Yeah.
Jada and Will.
Back at it.
Jada and Will, we love
Couple
them.
goals.
Jada and Will.
Couple goals.
If you don't like them, you's a hater still.
Cuckold goals. Jada and Will cuckold goals, man.
All right, man. Shout out to all the Raw Hypers, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Patreon.com/The Raw Hype, TheRawHype.com. We got it on. Please
Yeah,
raw hype responsibly.
Please, man. You know what I'm talking about, cuz.
Come on, we got some clothes coming out, man. I've been on my shit lately, baby.
You know what I'm talking about, cuz.
But we love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Share some raw hype shit, damn it.
Tell somebody, man.
I knew he was gonna do it.
I forgot to do it last week.